This is how you can be a surgeon in Maple Hospital. If you are a surgeon and you do not have a clue what you're doing, this is what you want to do. Follow along. I'm going to be performing a surgery on this guy who has a tumor. And if you are stuck and you don't know what to do, follow along. And this is how to perform a tumor surgery in Maple Hospital. And this is pretty much how to be a surgeon. So first of all, we need to take the patient to an ER room, which is going to be an emergency response room. I'm going to go ahead and put him in room 1. Let's go ahead and put him down on the bed. There we go. And now we obviously need to go ahead and do the basics, take the temperature. We also need to take the heart rate, so let's go ahead and do that as well. Let's take your heart rate as well. Let's go ahead and do that. And we also need to take the blood pressure. So I'm guessing we need to get the blood pressure tool as well. But yeah, let's just go ahead and do the basics for now. We now need to get the vitals card, which is going to be right over here. So let's go ahead and get the vitals card. And now we can actually go ahead and do that. Vitals card. There we go. And now let's go ahead and take your heart rate and all of that good stuff. Use the computer to report vitals, so let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and report the vitals. There we go. So we now need to get a patient gown from the supply room. So let's go to the supply room and get a patient gown. So the patient gown, where even is it? It's going to be around here somewhere. Is it not that? Patient gown. There we go. So let's go ahead and give him this to the patient. So there you go. And then we need to insert the bed by pressing the button in the control room. So now what we do need to do is we do need to put him in the bed. So let's go ahead and put him in the bed. And now we need to go to the control room. So I'm guessing we need to go ahead and give him a MRI scan, which is going to be right over here in the MRI room. Then we need to put him inside of here. That should go ahead and fix him. What is he even doing over there? Okay, let's go ahead and put him back in the bed. And we actually need to put him there, don't we? There we go. And then we need to go ahead and start scan. And let's go ahead and give him a MRI scan. So remove bed from MRI machine. There we go. Let's go ahead and remove bed. So yeah, I'm not sure why it doesn't say that we need to put him in the MRI scanning room. Doesn't really make sense. This is why I'm making this video. So we now need to put the patient back inside of a bed. And now what we need to do is, I'm guessing we need to put him back on the patient room. So let's go ahead and put him back here. Let's go ahead and put him back on the bed. There we go. And now let's go ahead and move on to the next step. So doctor has some treatments. So that's what we need to do now. So we now need to attach a saline IV, which you can do by going to this right over here. So we now need to go ahead and attach a saline IV. So let's go ahead and attach that saline. And let's attach it. There we go. And now we need to wait for the doctor to review the symptoms. Are you guys like being a surgeon? It's quite confusing, but obviously this is why you're here to watch this video. And I can obviously explain how you can be a surgeon and a guide on how to do a successful surgery. So doctor has ordered treatment. Check the computer. Let's see what this guy wants. So we now need to get a blood sample. Alright, let's go ahead and get that. Blood sample, is it? Yeah, right there. Let's go ahead. Put on gloves as well from the glove box, which is going to be right over here, if I'm not mistaken. Around here. Glove box. And then we need to go ahead and draw the patient's blood. And then I'm guessing we need to put this in the test tube and send it off. Then we need to get medicals. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. The tube system right here. So yeah, just go ahead and put it inside of there. And then we need to wait a little bit to get results. Then need to give him medicine. We need to dispose of a gloves roll before we do that, which is going to be in the trash bin. Let's go ahead and do that. Need to wash our hands as well in the sink, of course. And then we need to wait for the lab to receive your sample. Alright. So yeah, we need to wait a little bit now. The lab has received your results. I'll have them shortly. So yeah, let's see what's wrong with this guy. Then you need to perform surgery on him. So yeah, I'm not sure how long it's gonna take. Still waiting, there we go. So we now need to wait for the doctor to diagnose a patient before we continue the treatment. And then we can obviously go ahead and fix him up, can't we? So let's wait. Alright, so it's almost done now. Let's go ahead and print a surgery consent. Okay, we now need to go to the printer. And let's go ahead. Consent form. So this is a printer location, if you did not know that. So yeah, the patient will need to sign a consent form for us to actually go ahead and perform surgery, of course. Pick up and give the surgery consent form to the patient. And I'm just gonna see if we need to. No, we don't need to do anything on here. So file consent form. Okay, so now you need to put it in the brown box. And I'm guessing we now can move you to the surgeon room. So let's do that, I guess. I mean, let's go ahead. Put him on the bed. And let's go ahead. Transfer to the pre-operation. Okay, so we need to basically go ahead. Take him to the pre-operation room, which I'm guessing is the surgery room, of course. So, surgery... I'm just straight up taking him over here. Why not? So, yeah, I'm pretty sure we have to put him on here now. We need to get a clean sheet, though. So, let's go ahead and get a clean sheet. And let's go ahead and put the clean sheet on the bed. There we go. And start surgery. Scrub in surgery using surgical scrub. Alright, surgical scrub. We're just getting ready now for the operation. So let's go ahead and do it. Grab a mask as well. So get a blue sterile towel from the surgical prep and dry hands. So we now need to make our way inside of here. Towel. Throw it away in the trash can. We now need to get a surgical gown. Put on gloves as well. Clean sheet from the cabinet, which I've already done. So let's grab that. And yeah, what will happen now is that NPCs will come in as well. Why do they look like they don't have... It's kind of weird. But yeah, these people come in and take over a little bit. They're kind of bugged for some reason. What the hell is going on? Yeah, it might actually get bugged out a little bit. But it should fix itself. Fingers crossed. So yeah, you just want to let it do its thing a little bit. One of the supervisors will take over. So, you know, want to introduce yourself. I'm Star Called Vexel. I'll be your surgeon today. Looks like the guy just turned invisible. What the hell is going on? So, yeah, we now just need to wait a little bit. Now need to grab the sedative from the closet by the looks of it. So, let's see what we need to do now. Grab sedative from the closet. Now we need to go ahead and give him the sedative. Push sedative into the patient's IV. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's connect it to the patient. And that will basically go ahead and make him go put to sleep, I'm guessing. So we now need to get a saline flush. Which is one of these, I'm guessing. Saline. Attach. I now need to go ahead and get a saline flush. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that. So yeah, I put the saline flush in the IV. Now we need to wait for the patient to fall asleep. Then you can obviously start doing the surgery. We now need to get a betadine bowl. So let's go ahead, get a betadine bowl and put it right on here. So we now need to get a betadine bottle to actually go ahead and fill it up. Let's fill this metal thing up. There we go. And now we can actually start doing our surgery. So we need to soak the sponges. Use the soaked forceps to sanitize the patient's skin. And now we can actually go ahead and get to work now. So you just want, it's basically dot to dot. It's really easy, as you can obviously see. So you now want to press and hold. Press and hold. Try and do it very accurate because you don't really want to be messing this up. Right now my accuracy is 100%. Going pretty good for me, not gonna lie. It's really easy to do though, so you don't really need to worry about your accuracy going really low. It's literally like dot to dot. And there we go. We've done it. So we now need to go ahead and go to the post-operation room now. If he knows how to do it. Alright, so we now need to go ahead and throw away all of our stuff. Grab a specimen container from the mail tray. Okay, so if you got this, you want to grab the specimen from the mail table, which is right there. And yeah, it's going to be right here. It took me a while to find that. And then you want to send this to the tube system. So if I'm going to be real with you, just put in the tube system, which is right here. So just go ahead and add it. There we go. And send it away. And we now need to actually wait. And we've almost done it now. So we now need to use the computer to log the surgery. So let's just go ahead and do that. Pretty sure it can be any computer. So let's go ahead and sign in. And surgery complete. Let's go. So that's how to perform surgery in Maple Hospital.